They never tell you this. But freedom doesn't come from gaining more. It doesn't arrive with wealth, fame, or power. It begins when you lose everything you thought you needed. Not because you become bitter, but because, stripped of illusions, you finally see. You see the invisible cages you once lived inside. You see how you were owned, not by chains, but by attachments. Philosophers like Epictetus, Nietzsche, and even the Buddha understood this. Freedom is not given. It's not earned. It's revealed through the violent collapse of everything false. Modern life whispers a simple lie. Control everything, and you will be free. Control your image, control your success, control the way others perceive you. But control is an exhausting illusion. You chase the perfect life, the perfect reputation, the perfect safety net. And yet, the more you grab, the emptier you feel. You are never truly living. You are managing. Managing your fears, managing your insecurities, managing the performance you present to the world. In ancient philosophy, this is known as self-slavery. You become the warden of your own invisible prison, a prisoner guarding the very walls that keep you trapped. Then one day, life rips the mask away. You lose the job, the relationship ends, the money runs dry, the reputation crumbles, and in that moment, everything you thought you were disappears. This is where most people panic. They scramble to rebuild the illusion, to find a new mask to wear, a new cage to decorate. But a rare few realize something sacred. When you lose everything, nothing owns you anymore. You are free not because you have nothing to lose, but because you finally understand there was nothing real to lose in the first place. As the Zen saying goes, only when you have no thing can you have everything true. Freedom is not the addition of more, it is the annihilation of what you are not. The Stoics taught that external things, wealth, approval, even health, are not in your control. Thus, to tie your happiness to them is to guarantee suffering. Nietzsche took it further. He spoke of the death of all gods, meaning the death of every false belief that props you up. He challenged us to become a free spirit, one who can create meaning without needing external validation. But to reach that state, you must pass through the fire of loss. You must allow your false identities to burn away until only the raw, untamed self remains. The you that is not afraid. The you that does not need to impress, to achieve, to grasp. The you that simply is. The collapse of your old life is not a punishment. It's an invitation to step into a deeper existence. One not built on possessions or status, but on presence, clarity, and resilience. You no longer live on borrowed meaning. You no longer measure yourself by how much you have, but by how little you need to feel complete. As Jiddu Krishnamurti once said, "It is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. Sometimes losing your place in the world is the healthiest thing that can happen to you. And in that space of emptiness, where all the old definitions fall away, something astonishing begins to emerge. A quiet strength, a trust not in outcomes, but in your own ability to meet life, moment by moment. You realize that security was always an illusion, that the only real safety lies in adaptability, in the willingness to change, to evolve, to start again if necessary. Without bitterness, you stop chasing after what fades. You stop pleading for what was never truly yours. Instead, you root yourself in what is eternal within you. Awareness, presence, the fierce softness of a heart that has broken and healed without closing. When you rebuild after loss, you are no longer a slave to the world's expectations. You build slowly, carefully, intentionally, not from fear, but from freedom. You speak only words you mean. You pursue only goals that resonate with your deepest self. You love not to fill a void, but to overflow. You realize that nothing you can lose was ever truly you. The true wealth is being able to walk away with your spirit intact, your dignity unshaken, and your peace unbroken. You don't seek freedom anymore. You embody it. Maybe life isn't about holding on. Maybe it's about learning how to let go beautifully. Maybe true freedom doesn't come from winning the world. It comes from having the courage to lose it and realizing you never needed it in the first place. As you walk this path of true freedom, remember, it's not about becoming someone else. It's about unbecoming everything you thought you were supposed to be. The world will continue to chase fleeting things, but you'll stand grounded in the truth of who you truly are. In letting go, you don't lose, you gain. You gain the ability to live with intention, to live without the weight of unnecessary desires, and to embrace a life that is truly your own. So, step forward, not with fear, but with the quiet, unshakable confidence of someone who has nothing to prove, yet everything to offer. True freedom, after all, doesn't come from winning. It comes from knowing that you are already whole. If this made you pause, if you're drawn to deeper truths and quiet strength, then you're in the right place. Like, subscribe, and keep exploring with us. See you in the next one.